I think that is big for all of us. We all need to defend hard and be physical, and Borg certainly does that. And like I said, he's been outstanding for us.
Rempe's talked a lot about kind of the work he's put in offensively. To see him have that moment last night with kind of the goal and the crowd chanting his name, like as somebody who's continuing to grow as a young player, what can that do for a player? Kind of like a moment like that.
Yeah, I think it does a lot. I know Rems is known for his physicality and all that, but for him to score a goal, I'm sure it provides a lot of confidence for him. And we all see it. We all see how hard he works, and he wants to be an impact player, not only physicality-wise, but providing goals and offensively like that. So for him to get that last night, I think was huge for him and obviously for the team.
I wanted to get back to that something you said about desperation. Do you think there was ever any doubt in here that you are a playoff team, that you are? I mean, you had the best record in the league last year, but at one point, you're out of the playoff picture and all this kind of stuff. Was there a doubt that needed to kind of be reversed?
I mean, I think the way things were going, it's hard for doubt not to creep into your mind. But I think as a group, we knew that we had a lot better, and if we were able to play that way, we would be able to get out of it. And I mean, obviously you guys all saw it. It was tough for us for a while, and like I said, I don't know. I think we knew that we had the team that was able to get out of it, and I guess that's what we've shown lately.
Just how have you felt you've kind of gotten acclimated the last few?
Good. Yeah. I think I'm pretty much used to everything now. Got all the systems down. I don't have to think as much when I'm out there like the first couple of games. But I think I got everything down now.
What's it been like playing with Miller? Seems like you guys have kind of found a groove the last 10 or so games.
Yeah, it's great. Key's a really good player, all over the ice, so it's easy. Communicates well in the D zone, makes nice plays. Just keep it simple.
How's kind of the process of getting settled in a new team kind of mid-season? How's that been going? Off ice? It's
good now, yeah. It was a lot to take in right away, moving to New York and then getting my stuff from Seattle and all that. But, I mean, took a little bit, but now I'm all settled.
Did you get your car?
Any day. Any day.
Compared to in Seattle, how would you say your role is different here?
I don't know if it really is. I think the last couple of years in Seattle, my role was to play defense against some of the top lines on other teams, and I feel like I've been doing that here too, so that's kind of what I've always done.
When you look at kind of the physicality and the physical part of your game, at what point did you really feel like you had sort of settled into that role in the course of your career? When did you feel like you'd kind of become that physical defenseman? How difficult was it kind of translating that to the
That's how I've always played. I think I play the same way all the time, but I think my second year in Seattle was when I kind of established myself in the NHL, and that's when I started playing that role. But I've always played that way.
What are some of the most difficult parts about being that physical defenseman in the NHL? Is it picking your spots to be physical? Is it just trying to, based on who you're matching up with? What are some of the challenges that come with being that physical type of defenseman?
I don't think the physical part is anything to do with it. For challenge-wise, I think that's just how I play. That's how I've always played hockey. There's challenges every night playing against good players, but there's not pick your spots. I mean, you can't be running around and being dumb, but that's just how I play. I've always played a physical game.
Still, how closely do you keep up with what the Kraken are doing? You must be curious. I'm sure you look at scores and such, but how closely?
I look at scores around the league, but I like to keep up. Want them to do well. Got a lot of buddies on that team and people I have close relationships with, so want them to all succeed. So I like to check it.
Has it felt like I guess, refreshing at all, having a new start? I know you talked about your role this year with the Kraken was a little different than the previous two. Like, has it been refreshing just having a new start at all?
Yeah, for sure. I think the start of this year for me wasn't the way I wanted it to go, and coming here, it's been a lot of fun. Team's playing good hockey, and yeah, it's been good.
You guys are in an intense stretch trying to collect points every night. Just, I guess, for the consistency side of it, how important is it just to build off of every single game?
Yeah, every game matters, because all of a sudden you're at game 70, 80, and it's your points with everybody else. Like, it's really close getting into those last wild card spots. I've been used to that before. I mean, might have been a little different for this team last year. They were so far ahead of everybody else, but yeah, every game matters.
Been an intense stretch for you guys here, trying to make up points every night. Just kind of what's the biggest thing with consistency for the group right now?
I think just, sticking to defense first and trying to build around that. I think that's what's worked recently, and so I think that'll continue to be the focus going forward.
Didn't know. Obviously, you're a baseball player from that goal that you knocked in that didn't count. What are you doing there, man? What are you trying to do? Do you think you can fool the referee?
I don't know. It was just kind of like an instinct to put the puck in the net, so I got it in the net, but I mean, it didn't count, obviously, so I wasn't really thinking too much on that play.
So that's another Cuylle goal that comes off the board.
Yeah, that one's kind of I never really thought that would count at all, so it's a little different, but
this turnaround, last year was your first full year here, and obviously things went the way they did. When you guys were in the depths of despair in December or whatever, going through whatever that nonsense was there any doubt that you guys were still a good team and could pull out of it?
I mean, I think we all knew what we were capable of, and that's why it was so frustrating to be losing those games, because we have the guys in here to be a really good and competitive team, so it was obviously frustrating, but I think we knew we would figure it out eventually and just kind of try to work through it and stick to it.
Is there something that sparked the turnaround?
I don't know if there's any one event or any kind of thing like that. I think it's just slowly climbing out of a hole and just sticking to it and just improving the things you got to work on every day and every game, trying to get a little better.
I heard Sam brought in a box of his syrup. I'm curious if you've tried any of it.
I haven't.
Okay.
Where do you feel you fit on the line with Mika and Riley, and how's that chemistry grown over the past few games?
Yeah, I think every game we've gotten a little better. I like playing with them. It's been more a defensive role, playing against other teams' top lines for the most part, especially at home. And we have the last change, so I like the challenge and a bit more ice time, so it's good for me personally, and I think it's gone pretty well so far. It's gone a bit better each game, I feel like.
How have you adjusted to that defensive role?
I think, you just kind of got to know who you're on the ice against. I mean, obviously the other team's top lines, you got some fast players. You got to try to limit the turnovers and maybe just chip one in instead of trying to make a play across the blue line. Little things like that, I think, just kind of being aware of who you're on the ice with.
I'm curious, have you tried the Sam Carrick syrup?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I will hopefully try it, yeah.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know. I'm an eggs guy for breakfast.
What have you liked about Sam, just getting to know him off the ice? And
Yeah, he's really, really great guy. Plays hard. Just a down-to-earth guy. I feel, it's great to be around.
Yeah.
Just a good, hard-working guy. Plays the game the right way. So, yeah.
Is it cool seeing teammates kind of have off-ice interests and kind of passions away from the rink like that?
Yeah, I didn't know about the maple syrup until but that's cool. Yeah. No, it's really cool. Yeah, that family. I think it's like a family business or something like that. It's awesome to see. it's really, really awesome.
You've talked a lot about the work you put in the offseason and how you've continued to do that this year, regardless of which level you're at. I
Yeah.
guess on that goal last night, whether it was the backhand, like the vision, like the spacing, like what about that do you feel like is kind of specific growth from version of you last year?
Just think that getting more comfortable with the puck, being able to handle it better, stuff like that, and worked on my skating lots. I think getting up and down the ice better and my edges, and I think that it's just a work in progress every day. Just got to continue to do that, and I think to be where I want to be, the player I want to be, got a long way to go, and I just keep chipping away day by day. I think it's good.
When you came off suspension, you said you got to make some changes. You can't go for every hit. You got to pick your spots a little bit better. Stuff. Have you been able to do that? Have you been able to make the changes that you said you were
Yeah,
gonna
I
make?
think so. I think I haven't been taking any bad penalties, but I still think I've been very physical. I think that just being a bit smarter, trying to use my stick a little bit more, but still want to be very physical, and I think that I have been. And I think it's just a day by day work in progress as well, like finding the moments in the game and thinking through things, finding yourself in scenarios and being able to think through them and see what's going on. So yeah, I think it's been going well.
It seems like Kachuk was, trying to start stuff with you last night. I mean, from what I saw in the replay, it looked like he was looking.
No.
No?
I like to go around and bump into guys around and try to piss him off, and I bumped into him, and
So you were starting.
yeah, I was starting stuff, and then and then he didn't like it. I bumped into him and grabbed me, and that's fine. And then obviously the altercation for the net, I tried to get at him, and I had two linesmen clamping me down, and I don't know, it was good, fun battles on the ice, just being able to compete. And he's a great player and competes hard, so it's fun to go against guys like that.
Since creative editing, when they show us the video, they only show him starting.
Yeah, I know. It's
They don't show
I don't
you.
mind that. I don't mind that at all.
The first goal you had last year kind of bounced off your shin and went
Yeah.
up, I think. Does this one feel different? Does it feel like kind of a true first goal because of the way it sort of transpired?
I don't know. I think I had a nice one in the playoffs, but I think that it was. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was one of my nicer goals I've probably ever scored, and definitely special. But just want to keep building on it. Like, no, it's just one goal, so I just gotta keep building and try to. So out there today, just trying to keep getting better. So
Was there anything specific you were working on today out there?
using my body more, like using my body to protect pucks and create offense with that, shielding it and getting better at my skates, holding on to pucks and creating more offense like that. Like I want to be a really good power forward one day, and I think that's just going to be a work in progress. And Hummer's really helped me a lot with all that stuff, and it's another good day today.
When you hear the fans chanting your name after the goal, how did that make you feel?
Yeah, it was so special to hear that in the Garden. It's such a special place, and like every game, the fans are always when I'm on the ice buzzing, and it's real special. And that's why I want to become a lot more than I am for them and for myself. Because I feel like I think I could have the opportunity to do something special, and I want to keep that going.
When you guys are fighting for a playoff spot, just how do you keep a narrow mindset, just game by game?
I think exactly that, just game by game. Just look at the 2 points in front of you for that game and just keep chipping away at that. And I think over time, if you do that, you put together a nice piece of work and hopefully see where it goes from there.